Ooh,
I'm just saying that's how I feel. That doesn't mean anything.
Feelings are important.
Not to me. That's why I don't care about...
Welcome to Zero Hit Points, everybody. It's Wednesday, August 21st.
August
Jeez.
Colin Firth.
The man is a treasure.
He's nationally a treasure in a different nationality.
It's August 24th. You know what? It's what it... 21st in some countries, depends. In my country, in the country of Zero Hit Points, every day is Firth Day.
It's the 21st.
I'm Ryan Miller. He's the man of a million meetings.
I did
Matthew Amberg.
Lot of meetings. You know what's funny?
You're having one right now.
I feel like every time we do the intro, you do your like whatever I am.
Okay.
And then there's a break. And I should know to say nothing, but I always say something and then you say my name. Like, I interrupt it every single time.
I think if you'll go back, you'll see that it's kind of like I wait for you to start talking before I interrupt you.
Because it's diabolical.
It's all part of the Zero Hit Points milieu.
I don't even know what that word means.
I don't know either.
I
don't know most of the words I say.
I am extrapolist. Because that could be a word.
No, it is. You got it. No, you nailed it.
Okay.
Speaking of extrapolis.
Yes, let's extrapolate. See, that is a word.
Ah. We did it again.
We are the Britney Spears of podcast.
Fair.
What is this show? What are we doing?
We cracked it.
I think something is correct. What is happening? I'm in a better mood this week.
Oh, well, then we cracked it. We did. We cracked the nut.
All right, good. Well, let's close it down then. Show is over.
We did it again.
Yay.
Christopher Walken, Britney Spears, go.
Hey, yay. Oops. It appears I did it again. Why? Why would I do it again? Why not? I'm an American. Right. Yeah, I don't know.
No, nobody does.
Hey, let's talk about something a little more nonsensical. Have you found Waldo? Did you ever see the cartoon? There was a cartoon, a Saturday morning cartoon, the Where's Waldo cartoon.
I remember it.
I don't
remember anything about it.
I remember always wanting to watch it, and I only ever saw like 2 or 3 episodes of it because I could never figure out when it was actually on. It's weird.
Are you making a joke about how you couldn't find the show?
I am making there's a connection there. It wasn't a joke because it's real. And my life isn't funny.
That was the meta of the show. The show itself was nestled amongst other shows, and you had to figure out like, am I watching Where's Waldo right now? I don't even know. Except it's got stripes on it, but maybe it's one of the fake ones.
Maybe it's just a Zero Hit Points T-shirt or something.
Those should be here this week.
Oh, burn them fast.
I like how they came out. I'm excited.
I'm not.
Yeah. Wait till you see the stickers.
I'm gonna just wear those.
Hey, any shirt's a Zero Hit Points shirt when you got stickers.
I have stickers.
You will. I mean, I ordered
No, I have some though.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I suppose.
You didn't say what kind of stickers they had to
No,
be.
That was my fault.
Yeah, let's get a little more be more conscientious about your overarching statements.
I've been offensive. I've been politically incorrect to both stickers and the sticker community.
Yeah, you have. I'm a little disgusted by you. If I'm going to be perfectly honest.
And do.
You know what I watched this week?
What?
I finally sat down and I hadn't watched this in at least 10 minutes. I watched Airplane this week.
Was this the one you were halfway through last week? You were halfway through a movie last week, I think.
I was halfway through a movie. I don't remember what that was. I never finished it.
It wasn't worth it.
It might have been, and I may have finished it. I just honestly don't remember what it was now.
It wasn't better than Airplane, though.
No, it was certainly not. Don't be ridiculous.
No.
Airplane, though, I don't know if you've ever seen that movie. You should. It's very funny.
It's a classic.
It is. It's classically humorous. Enjoy the funny.
Because that's the Naked Gun guys. Have they made a bad movie?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just not going to say no because I don't know every movie they've made. I just refuse to be part of your positivity culture.
Well, allow me to help.
That sounds terrible.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
All right,
it's kind of a rating system I've come to invent.
This is yeah, say. Brand new. Right here. We're debuting this on the show. 0HITPoints.com.
Filmography for let's just use David Zucker.
He's a Zuckerman.
Okay.
I know he's made bad movies.
Do you know what he did before Airplane? Their first one that began it all. I've only seen it once.
What was their first? I don't know.
Kentucky Fried Movie.
Sure,
yeah.
That's a thumbs up.
Right after Airplane came the TV series
Thumbs
Police
up.
Squad.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, that was
definitely.
Naked Gun was based on that. From the Files of Police Squad.
Mm-hmm.
Top Secret.
Oh, thumbs up, yeah.
I like how we've talked about, I think, 50% of these already. It's a short list, kind of. Naked Gun.
Thumbs up.
1, 2, 3.
Thumbs halfway up.
High School High.
Thumbs down. Not funny.
Really?
Did not enjoy.
I'll have to try it again. It's been a while. I remember at the time not thinking it was as good, but there's
not funny to me.
The trains and the hair. And it's driving around. See, you're laughing.
It's funny because when you describe it, it's funny. But when they show it on screen, it's like you're showing me too much.
Basketball.
Oh, thumbs up, way up.
Right. I don't know. Oh, I've been going through the writer credits this whole time.
Those are good too.
It actually doesn't diverge. TV movie called HUD.
That sounds bad, and I didn't like it.
My Boss's Daughter.
Well, tell me about her.
I've no idea of this. I think we've gone off the rails here a little bit. Although the next one, Scary Movie 3.
I really enjoy that one.
Thumbs up, actually, right?
Definitely a thumbs up. I just watched that one recently, actually. You know what?
Scary Movie 4.
Scary Movie 3 is the movie I was halfway through.
Was that the one? Really?
Yeah, because I did finish it this week.
Well, now that's one you've seen 10 minutes ago.
It was.
You talked about it.
I know. I rewatched it again because Beth fell asleep during it.
Okay.
And she wanted to see.
Can't be faulted.
She wanted to see Anthony.
Bourdain.
Mm-hmm. I can't remember what his last name is. I don't know. She wanted to see the shotgun. It's a shovel that spits out the shotgun shell.
It's a good one. Scary Movie 4 wasn't as strong.
Yeah, not as big a fan.
Let's end this. American A Carol. An American A Carol. Didn't even spell it right. That's word for word. And Scary Movie 5, uncredited additional scenes he directed, apparently.
Yeah. Anyways, also started rewatching Stranger Things. This is number 3, I think.
All right.
We're back on episode 6 already.
Yeah, 8? Were there 8?
Yeah.
Okay. It makes me almost want to watch it again.
I can't stop watching it. It's real fun.
Keep watching it.
I'm going to.
Okay.
And we also started rewatching Scrubs again. Like that, I'm back up to season 3 on that one.
So if I'm to understand this, you do have some Scrubs then.
Yeah, I do want some Scrubs.
All right.
Yeah.
Success.
All right.
How many times would this be through Scrubs?
Oh, it's like uncountable. I honestly don't know.
Do you watch it like in a loop, like just beginning to end over and over? Is it one of those, or is it more of a salad when you remember an episode?
No. It's definitely I watch huge swaths of it. There are there are points where I will kind of skip an episode here or there because there are some that just stick out in my head so much as ones that I've either seen too many times where I'm just not going to enjoy it, or it's something that I just recently saw a clip from, and which refreshed my memory of everything that happened, and I can move on comfortably.
It sounds like Scrubs might be your Arrested Development.
It's one
Although
of,
I only watch that maybe once a year, I guess.
It's one of them. I mean, like I do have. I don't know.
Sorry, for me,
yeah.
my Arrested Development is
I got
Scrubs.
you.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm picking them. I'm just saying that I have probably 4 or 5 shows that are just like Scrubs in that respect.
I'm trying to think if I can name any of the others. How I Met Your Mother.
I will come to your house right now and cut your eyeball out.
Was that one of them?
I hate that show.
Oh, sorry. Okay, what's the...
And I don't like the other show, The Big Bang Theory.
Oh, what you've told me about a show. I could have sworn it was How I Met Your Mother, because you were like, there's this one episode where it's a story. I could have sworn you've given me a breakdown of that sitcom.
I may have very well told you about an episode of that show that was funny or something, because there have been, like, it's not universally unfunny. I just, for the majority of that show, it's never worth, I will never go and watch that show.
That's good, because I was under the impression you were the only one that's ever recommended I check out that show at some point. And now I'm just I'm free.
Yeah, no, don't. It's not funny. And I loathe The Big Bang Theory, and I've tried to like that repeatedly.
Yeah, I mean, that's what was the quote that went around forever, the nerd blackface or whatever.
I hadn't heard that, but yes.
Right? It just makes too much sense. It's kind of, which, I mean, nothing, I don't want to detract from anything that anybody's doing or liking. I believe we have a close friend of the show that enjoys one of those. I don't know, maybe he's the one that told me about that.
That doesn't, just because he enjoys it doesn't mean I can't ridicule him for having terrible taste.
No, he's a bad person.
Yeah, I bet he probably doesn't even play PC games.
Did you watch anything else?
Nothing of note.
All right.
What about you?
I injured myself both mentally and physically this past weekend.
I will say that I noticed that in your video. I didn't know if it was caused by your video or not.
Oh, on my arm. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, so I got a bike. We had been shopping. Like, my daughter needed a new bike growing up. Son needed one too. Got them both bikes. And I had been looking for myself because the last bike I had I bought back in college, and it wasn't even a full frame. Like, it wasn't for an adult. It was like I don't know how small it was, but my knees hit the handlebars if I didn't do it right.
A dinky dyno.
Yeah. I hope so. It was a Diamondback. It was a real cool looking red Diamondback, my friend.
Dinky Dyno is a real bike, and I challenge you to look it up.
Oh yeah, I will. I love it already.
They're real fun. When I was a kid, everybody I knew wanted one.
I didn't have one of those.
I
had something very much like this thing that I had. It was from an actual bike store, but it wasn't like a Walmart bike. It was like middle of the road. Anyways,
sure, okay.
Long since wanted one that actually was for a larger and or older fellow like myself. But they're all. Have you ever looked at BMX bikes for?
I have absolutely looked at all of those things.
People that aren't children, they're like $400. My daughter's bike was $80. It's the same exact style, obviously not same exact quality, and we were like, that's a little crazy. We waited a month and it went down to $40, and then we bought it.
Smart.
Yeah, so $400. I couldn't do it. Anyways, I finally ended up doing it. So it turns out there's like this killer bike track in the town where I grew up. It's like 30 minutes away. So we went there, we checked it out, and it's freaking amazing. Like, I've literally never seen anything like it. Like, it's really well done. Like, it's community supported. It's super fun.
Nice.
But if you do it wrong,
it hurts.
It hurts so bad. If there were jumps and I was going up the jump and there was like, because there's a bunch in a row, and these are like, they're over my head, they're not, I'm not launching, but you do the thing where you go off the top and then you try to correct to come down the bottom, right? You just kind of, I'm still taking it easy.
Sure.
I go off, like, I keep going off slightly crooked, like just trying to hop, and I'm like, man, I got to correct that. So I correct it probably too far in the other way. Like, I don't even know what happens. Like, it happens too quick. I can't remember. I can like CSI the accident from using my body.
Yeah, sure.
Because it's literally from the top of my shoulder down to my middle finger. I have that road rash you saw in the video.
It's very good.
My knee is knocked up, and
it's pregnant?
I fell on my It should be.
You're gonna have little baby knees?
I hope so, because this one's not working anymore.
See, in my head now, I have this funny image of like a knee with a bunch of little knees, and one knee has glasses.
Daddy! Oh, yeah. Dang it.
And they've got legs too, and it's just...
No, so the best part was I fell on my side so hard, which I don't do skateboarding. Like, I grew up skateboarding. I can fall on a skateboard all day. Like this new half pipe we got going on.
Yeah, let's
every day. Not a problem.
I like this challenge, and I will accept it. I'll be down shortly to videotape you falling a lot.
Tuck and roll, man. That's how you fall off a skateboard. Not even a problem. I don't feel it afterwards. This thing, like I said, I so fat, no idea, coming down from as high as I was anyways, right on my side. It never felt anything like it, because the falling on my skateboard never gets past my arm. It hurt real bad. I was on the floor and I was so uncomfortable but couldn't get up, so I had to like get comfortable in order to. The wind was knocked out of me, so I'm just sitting there going, It was so bad. And now, like, I thought I bruised my lungs at first, but I guess this is what happens when you hit your ribs real bad. I don't know if it's broken. I was reading up, and they say even if you go to the hospital and you have broken ribs, they don't even wrap you most of the time anymore. They just say, haha, dummy. So I haven't even gone, but I have a severely bruised to cracked rib.
Nice. Definitely take a whole lot of drugs.
Yeah, I took a whole lot of drugs, actually, when I got home. I'm doing all right.
Man.
Ibuprofen, yeah.
Sure it was.
But that's...
Did you take some emergency with that, too?
No, I did not.
I bet you did.
It's inside. I'll bring some to PAX again this year, though.
Of course you will.
Don't you worry. Okay.
You always do. There are like 4 things I can never imagine you without, and one of them is emergency. Yeah, I don't know if you take that with you every day, like if we're like at home normally.
No.
I imagine it's a travel thing.
Yeah.
But I do like to think about you like Boy Scouting it, where you're just out one day, and Candy's like, oh,
that's his drink.
I'm at the bar. I'm not feeling so good, and you're like, bam, emergency.
Here's an effervescence tablet. Just chew it down.
Effervescence.
Don't ever do that. Yeah.
It's not good.
So what are the other 3 things that I always have with me?
Ibuprofen, your beard.
That's a gimme.
And your Xbox.
Okay. Fair. Me in a nutshell. So, but that's okay. Thing I didn't mention last time when we went to Universal Studios is the other thing we did there was the Waterworld show.
It's so fun.
Have you been to that?
The Waterworld show? Hell yeah. That was awesome.
I didn't realize it'd been going on for that long. Yeah, it's got things that like #1 rated show.
Like 40 years, and there's all sorts of cool stuff on jet skis.
Really? Has it been that long?
It seems like it.
Jeez. No, wait.
Waterworld's like 40 years old.
All right. Okay. It's true. Because you know what?
It came out in like 1972.
Well, it's not surprising that the show is so highly rated, because it's based on a movie that I watched this last week.
Kevin Costner.
Is itself a masterpiece of modern cinema.
It's pretty fun, actually. I really like the movie. It's a little long in the tooth.
Yeah, I'm being a little ridiculous, but I will say this. It's not actually bad.
It's not at all.
Like, it's stupid a lot of the times.
It's serviceable.
But Dennis Hopper is pretty good.
Absolutely choose the scenery on that one.
Like, it kind of still knows what it is. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I had fun.
I wish I had gills.
I don't know a famous Gill to continue this joke with.
You could have gone with Hal Gill. He plays hockey. You could have gone with Agent Gills from Hackers. You could have gone with Gillman from the Creature from the Black Lagoon.
That's probably would have been my best bet.
Gilbert Gottfried.
Is that his unofficial name? Gillman? Is that what they called?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Or, Jeff.
Oh, you're thinking of Kevin Costner.
Yes.
He has gills because he's a mutant. Mm-hmm. Also, that's where I got Portugreek when we were streaming the other day.
That's where it came from.
Yeah.
I gotta say, between the 2 movies, though, I actually like The Postman a whole lot more.
I've considered that now. Because that's another.
I genuinely enjoyed
trilogy.
I actually really like that movie. It to me, that wasn't a bad movie. I mean, it's got some, again, it's similar to Waterworld in that they did some pretty cool, like, it's a high concept piece that got the attention it deserved, but it just fell flat for audiences, and that's the bottom line. I don't know.
That's good. No, that's good. It's, in my eyes, the trilogy is Waterworld, Postman, and Tin Cup.
Fast and Furious.
Kevin Costner's not in the Fast and Furious. He should have been.
He could still be with the people. They're bringing in Helen Mirren.
True.
At this point,
is she confirmed really for the next one?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's bringing Costner. That's the love. Yeah. Make them the main characters. Costner is now Dom.
I like it. Don't even change the names. Actually, just make him Dominic Toretto.
Helen Mirren is Letty.
Oh, I thought you were gonna call Helen. I thought Helen Mirren was gonna be, what's his name? R.I.P. Paul Walker.
Gal Gadot. Oh, yes.
I can't even remember his name without saying the R.I.P. first at this point.
Is that not his first name? I thought his stage name was Paul Walker, but his different name is R.I.P. Paul Walker. Yeah.
Oh, Harambe. God. Let's talk about video games.
Okay.
I played
which video games?
I played some more No Man's Sky this week.
Okay.
So they patched some stuff, and I don't know if they forcefully increased the life on the planets or something, but now that the last couple places I've been to, way more populated. So I don't know if that's just been a coincidence or something from the patch, but I did have a very cool. I finally warped into a new sector, and I finally found a planet that actually had a moon. So I landed on the moon, and as soon as I landed on the moon, there's like a thing that comes up when you like you make your first discovery, and it tells you what the planet is, what kind of life is on it, what the issues are, if there's what the weather's like, if it's acid rain or whatever, and it'll tell you every planet has sentinels on it. It'll tell you how violent they are or how aggressive they are. And this is the first planet where I got onto the planet, and they were like the most aggressive. They look at you and they're like, kill him. Like most of the other planets,
you can't do that.
Most of the other planets, they give you a like you have to destroy something in front of them.
Right.
And then they're like, oh, and you don't even. It could just be you could be mining something, but if you're not picking it, if you're actually mining it with the gun, they're like, we'll kill you. Here, you didn't even. You just walked past them, and they're like, oh, you son of a.
Can't do that.
Nope, we don't like it. So that was cool. It was really cool to pull into that system, see the moon, and then I hadn't turned, like I hadn't actually changed trajectory. So when I went to see what else was around it, because I didn't notice it was a moon at first, I noticed
that's no moon.
It was though. That's the thing.
Oh.
I noticed a gigantic planet that is also not a Death Star, unfortunately, but a giant planet. It was just still really cool. That game to me is amazing, and I love it.
As far as I know, the patch that came out was all under the hood stuff. I don't think they've actually released notes on it, but supposedly it was more for frame rates and whatnot.
I don't know. I love it.
Cool.
Super fun.
You love that patch. The game is, you're still...
No, I love the game.
Oh. Cool.
Still a big fan.
Me too.
I played some Deus Ex Go. I downloaded that on my iPhone.
I was kind of surprised to see you got it. Was there, I think I already asked you this, but was it on sale or was it the full?
It was not. I paid $4.99 for it.
$4.99.
I really like the Deus Ex franchise. I know that I had said previously that Mankind Divided was gonna be a day one, and the only reason it's not is I just have too much other stuff to play right now. So I kind of wanted to feed the Deus Ex need a little bit, and I also needed something. I was going somewhere, and I wanted a new game. It's fun. It's real good.
You're not that far into it.
I'm 50 levels in.
What? The game itself is 50 levels, it said.
Well, okay, I'm 47. I'm 40.
Really?
I'm 47 different, like, the clips in or whatever, yeah.
Huh. Does it feel like you're nearing the end of the game?
I honestly have no idea. Okay. So, I'll say this. Story-wise, not really paying any attention to it.
No, they're never about that.
And it's been... I won't say it's been repetitive, because it's, like, that's the negative connotation there. It's fun. It's really well put together. It is. I don't know if it's the same as the other Go games. This one has paths that are like multiple paths that show up, and there are creatures and items and stuff on certain parts of the path, and you move one, and then things that move one, and then you move, and the game is basically a stealth avoidance thing. Plays out really well. It's fun. The Deus Ex look and items that you pick up, like the hacking and stuff, is very cool, and it's just a very well put together little game, and I like it.
You do sound an awful lot like me trying to explain Lara Croft Go. Like,
yeah,
it's good. It's fine.
Now I understand how just okay it was.
Yeah, right. It's fine. It's good. Yeah, no, you'll have fun. Also, if you are about to complete it, and I swear that I have one news thing on this. Yeah, 50 levels. Oh, it features more than 50 levels. So, I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if you are near the end, because Lara Croft Go was very much...
It's got to be...
It's not difficult. Like, you're not stuck on any one puzzle very much at all.
At this point, I've had maybe 3 puzzles that were like I sat on for, 20 minutes, half an hour. And then
most of them, like, they open up, you look at them, you're like, oh, you just kind of walk through them, basically.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
All right.
It's cool, whatever.
I'll probably still pick it up. I probably would have already, but I figured I'd finish Hitman Go first, since I'm still...
Yeah, and that I actually might consider picking that up. I won't, but I might consider it.
Hitman Go is the most... Like, it's still... We've talked about this, a little bit different from... what you've said sounds way more like Lara Croft Go, so... Craft.
I played we played a little more Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes with the Vive. It's still really fun. We actually had a friend come over, and she had never, I think if I say we had a friend come over and we had them play with the Vive, you can automatically assume they've never done it before, because nobody has. Yeah. But she had never even seen it or knew anything about it. So it was very cool. We let her play with Tilt Brush a little bit first, and she was very into that. Then we played Keep Talking, Nobody Explodes, and that was fun. And then actually this weekend, I finally moved the furniture and I set up the room scale stuff. And you got to see
I'm not laughing because of the room scale stuff. I'm laughing.
Oh, well, it's definitely part of the room scale stuff.
It is, okay, sure.
So we cleared it out, and I tried a couple of games, and one of them in particular is called the Brookhaven Experiment, and it is you have a small box to stand in, which is most of the room scale games. Honestly, it's just a box that you can move around in, and some games give you the ability to teleport around, so the box that you exist in kind of moves. So it's a square that you don't actually have to move too much in, but you do need to be able to be aware of your surroundings, because you do have zombies and creatures coming at you from all directions. And my daughter recorded me playing the game, and there is a significant scream involved. Part of that terrified the hell out of me.
It's so real, too. Like I laughing so hard.
It was.
It's not like, oh man, or like It's like.
No, it's a scream.
From the depths of your soul.
But it was cool. There were times when I'd stand there, and you start off with you've got like a giant knife and a gun, and so you kind of stand there, and behind me was a brick wall. So the assumption that I made was they can't come through there, and after I figured this out, they didn't. So I'd be looking to my left and my right, and I've got my gun in my right hand. and the knife in my left hand, and you're looking back and forth to see how close they're getting, and I finally figured out like you can't aim, like the aiming with the gun is a little different than you kind of expect it to be. Like the controller doesn't feel exactly like where the barrel should be. Okay. So you have to kind of aim up a little bit to bring the barrel up to head, like directly aiming at the head.
Is that a gameplay decision, or does it sound like just that's where room scale is at? Like
no. I think it's just I don't think it's a room scale issue. I think it has to do with the game itself. I don't think it's a gameplay. Like I don't think it was a choice. I think it's just the way I expect it to feel wasn't what I felt. It was fine after you figure out that instead of holding the gun like this, like where you've got the trigger almost pointing at the target, it's pointed up a little bit. So in the game, it shows fine. It shows like the trigger's pointing correctly.
It just sounds like all the times with like the Wiimote or the Kinect where you've had to adjust because the Kinect couldn't quite read you right. But you're saying it feels more like...
It feels more like the game, and I'll explain why I think that. Right. In a moment with when I talk about the lab. But it was very cool to figure that out, have the knife, look left and right, pick guys off, like be able to actually get those headshots every now and again. When a guy comes into my area, swing my fist out, and you see his head go flying off, or you take a limb off or whatever. It's really fun.
Did you post that video anywhere?
I have not. No, I didn't.
Just curious. All right.
It's I don't have a problem posting the video. It just doesn't.
Oh, you're embarrassed. That's fine.
It just won't look very good because it wasn't very well lit.
You're nude. I mean, you can say it if you're not gonna.
Yes, I was nude when my daughter was filming me.
Okay.
Playing VR games,
sir.
Ryan.
You win this round.
So. Going back to the reason that I think the game was at I don't want to say at fault, but I think the game was the reasoning for the feeling with the controller is because with the lab, which was a free download put out by Steam by Valve that takes place in Aperture Laboratories. There's one part where you get to use a bow and arrow, and that's all spot on. Like where you're aiming, where you're holding that stuff, that arrow, it goes exactly where you're expecting it to. It's perfect.
Okay.
So I think it was a gameplay thing. There's also another game out, I haven't picked it up, called Hot Dogs, Horseshoes, and Hand Grenades. That is just a gun simulator, basically. And I'm guessing it's a little more one-to-one there. But in the lab is very, very cool. It is totally the game that if you want to see kind of a really good breadth of what VR can do, and in a very fun way, it's totally the thing.
I was going to say, it kind of sounds like a Wii Sports type pack-in.
A little bit. It's not quite as active like that. There is the one true game in it is. Well, there's actually two. There's one game is specifically the bow and arrow thing where you're shooting these guys on a you've got a castle thing. It doesn't change. It's just continuously that, and it just keeps going until you lose or quit. But it's fun. It's actually a lot of fun to play with the bows and arrows. And then there's another one that is there was a game called Boom Blocks that came out years ago.
It was Spielberg's thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. So it's similar to that, where you have, instead of it being rocks, you have cores, but they're like Wheatley was a core, and those cores. Gotcha. And so they have different personalities, and my favorite one is Tracer Core. Tracing the core. I'm a Tracer Core, gonna trace it.
From Overwatch?
Nope.
Oh.
It's just a core, just like Wheatley, just happens to be a tracer core because it shows you where it goes. It's the only one of the balls that shows you so you have a tracer core, and then you have a slingshot, and you pull this giant slingshot back, and you're aiming at boxes and little core holders and things to blow them up. And the cores have different, like there's one that's got it's like a DJ core. So you pick it up and it's like, it's almost Lucio.
It's like, I don't have a job.
And I am almost 90.
My weekends are booked.
I am 99.999% sure one of the cores was voiced by Justin Roiland because it sounds just like Morty. Just like him.
Is it called Mortycore?
It's not. It should have been. That's actually what I said while I was playing. I was saying it's Mortycore. There is one bit that does specifically invoke
dogs, apparently.
Yes. There is one bit that specifically invokes what's her name? GLaDOS.
Okay.
It is very funny. It is very like that one is very clear, like possibly the one that you could see being written by like Wolpaw or one of the guys that wrote Portal.
Okay.
But it's very cool. It's just super neat to be in the lab and to kind of have that humor's there. And I actually downloaded another game that was a fan-made Portal game that it's not using the portals exactly, but you're using like basically companion cubes to get through the trials, and that was fun too. That was actually very cool.
Cool.
So, and then other than that, I played Overwatch.
Played some more Overwatch. I don't know.
Some more Overwatch. Played it on PC.
Yeah, we played a little bit on Xbox as well. Mm-hmm. I barely made it to get on because I think I was posting my Monday video, and then we only got one game before I had to go pick up my wife from somewhere. And out of nowhere, we got the one achievement for completely shutting out a team from capturing the objectives. So that was cool. That was a good time well spent. And then I hit level 50 finally too. So the standard 2 achievements a week for Overwatch. Actually, that's a good week for Overwatch, I should say.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Although you've advised I move on from Hanzo for the moment, since I get him pretty well and I'm having fun with him, but I can't get that 4 kill with his ult. So
I feel like that's just one that you're gonna walk away from for a bit, go through a couple characters, you'll come back to him and you'll get it right away.
I'm thinking
it'll be like it'll be one of those first games back. You'll go, oh yeah, whop, Hakatuki Wabitobido, and
but there it is.
Everybody's dead. So
Junkrat, just for this week maybe.
Junkrat will be fun for you. He's super easy to figure out. Now you get to be on the other side of being annoyed at wasting your ult because some freaking Hanzo just shot the tire.
He's one of my favorite characters. Yeah, that's my favorite thing I got really good at as Hanzo is because it's a one shot. Is it a one shot for everybody if they hit his tire?
No, okay, yeah.
So it's a one shot for Hanzo. It actually has health. So I hear it and then I just stand and I wait and I've got like 10. At least. No, one guy I want to say 4 of his in a row.
That was like the other day too.
It was last week I think or something.
Real good.
It was fun. More Wolfenstein. Nothing new to add there. Very nice. It's good.
Okay.
I also finally downloaded Uno.
Yeah, I've read. I don't know why I reapered that. Yeah.
Uno, die.
Uno. Draw 4, draw 4, draw 4.
I tell you what, though, that's not even joking. I thought about that because they have... So it comes with 2 decks, which is funny because the last one... Remember the last one came with like a normal deck and then Uno 30th anniversary and it had like 2 special cards about it and then they never did any more DLC for the game?
Not even a little bit do I remember that.
So they have one alternate deck for this game as well and it's the Rabbids. So because they wouldn't have to pay for that one, but it does have 2 or 3 unique cards to it that are fun that add stuff to the game. But it got me thinking because there is an actual DLC tab in this one and the whole game itself is done pretty well. Like the interface is cool. Okay. I don't know if it would be broken if you have more than 100 friends because I deleted all those friends that broke every other Ubisoft game for me, so I don't know.
So now so I was actually waiting to talk to you about this. Okay. I haven't picked it up because I did read a bunch of things about how loading times are bad. Just playing a card takes forever, and that it's just not very well put together.
Choosing a card is annoying. Like they play the card. There are some animations, but there's also, and it's not long. It's a couple seconds in between. Like they play the card, a couple seconds. It shows the animations. Skip is what comes to mind most of all. You'll skip somebody. Wait for a second. Little skip thing will pop up on the guy you skipped. Wait for a second. Now it's your turn. So yeah, it's probably not even as bad as I'm making it out to be, but I can see how it would annoy people definitely.
Yeah, I'm annoyed already.
It's It's not so much.
I'm going to download it so we can play it so I can be annoyed by it. That's what we're going to stream.
It's not that bad, honestly. You'll be, and if you're, it's freaking Uno.
We're gonna stream Uno.
We could. It's not that bad, but this is what I was saying though. Like
we will.
The Rabbids deck isn't horrible. It got me thinking though. Like if they did like an Overwatch deck, you know, even if they're just adding animations like the skip thing, like you know Reaper comes out and says die or skip or something like that, and it just.
Well, if it was the skip thing, it would have to be Tracer.
Okay. See?
Oh no! Wait. See, but Tracer could also
be
Tracer could also be the reverse one.
Yeah, Reaper would have to be like the draw 4 or something. Draw 4. I hate this freaking card.
Draw
every time.
Draw.
It's got the house rules in there. You can do. It's totally fine. Like I can't say I've been disappointed. You know, it's not game of the year, but it's everything I thought it would be, and I had fun with it.
So you're disappointed.
Okay, I had enough fun. Okay, so I went online because there's an achievement for winning 10 online games. So I was like, I'll try the online. Get into a game. The dude had chosen like every house rule that basically extends the game. So it's like you have to draw until you draw a color, right? So if you don't have it, you just keep drawing until you get it. If you can stack, so people are stacking draw 2s or stacking draw 4s. None of the rules that speed up the game were enabled, so I couldn't. There's a couple ones in there where it's like if somebody plays a card and you have the exact same one, you can play that if you hit the right button prompt. It's kind of a QTE actually. So
yeah. I remember that. That was in the first game.
That was not enabled. So freaking an hour and a half into this game. I'm like, come on, just like I don't even like whatever. And then finally it ends, and it's the first freaking round. No, I'm not joking. Hour and a half, one round down. We're going to 500 points. Dude, winner of that round pulled down a cool 120 points or something like that. So I'm like, come on. So I'm like, all right, well, maybe that was like a fluke or something. So I hung out, and the second round did go in like 5 minutes. So I'm like, okay, all right, let's see how we go. Nope. Round after that, same thing. 3 rounds total. Finally, the third round's taking forever. I'm like, oh, I'll wait it out. There's 4 people playing the game. Guess who was the only person who didn't win a round?
You.
Me. So it's spreading the score out. Like we're still not. Nobody is over 200 points. We're still going to 500, and I have 0. I did not stay for the end of that game.
We should definitely play it now.
Well,
I will. Don't worry, I'll set up the server.
Well, see, that's what I did afterwards. I was like, okay, I'm turning on all of the things that speed up the game, and I'm setting it for 1 round. Period. Doesn't matter. It's over when it's done. I don't know if the online's bad or there's just not that many people out there, but I would get people joining that quit before the game, as the game was loading. I don't know what I was doing wrong. I did get a few in there, but I lost.
Don't worry, Ryan. I will be out. I'll be there shortly. We can stop doing this and go play Uno now. Yeah,
like that's gonna work.
We could.
Okay. So the 2 other games I played. Titanfall 2 alpha test demo trial alpha.
Yep. That was exactly the title.
Is also exactly the title.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing. Okay. It's Titanfall 2 multiplayer. It's Titanfall multiplayer. It's got some new things about it. Your loadouts are a little different. You hit Y to switch your weapon. Instead of bringing up your secondary, it brings up your anti-Titan. So there's some subtle changes in there. It has some
no more burn cards, right?
No more burn cards.
Yeah, I kind of hate that.
Anyways, I liked the burn cards. Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. But I mean,
and it sounded like okay. So you can tell me from firsthand now because I'm curious about this.
Okay.
I was reading a whole lot of basically it's kill streaks to get your Titan.
It is way more focused on that. Yeah, it seems like waiting the clock out.
No interest. I don't like that. I'm serious. I don't like that. That doesn't sound. I don't want to play Call of Duty, dude. And that's Call of Duty, like through and through.
It's in practice though. It doesn't. It's nothing. Like I didn't have any problem with it. In fact, it didn't seem to change much of everything at all. It's not completely kill streak based, and it's not kill streak based at all. So you don't have to get double kills or whatever. It's just, and you get points for killing all the AI. Functionally speaking, it's hardly different from Titanfall 1. that aspect of earning your Titans.
All right.
If you're going to sit in the middle of the map and not earn points doing objectives or kills of AI or kills of pilots, then yes, your game will be severely impacted and you will not get a Titan as often.
I mean, and that was one of the things, I mean, in theory, you could have done in the first game. You didn't, because it had a consistent timer that you were guaranteed a Titan.
Sure. If you compare Titanfall 1 to Titanfall 2, and in Titanfall 1, if you sat in the same spot and ran out the clock only to get a Titan, you would get a Titan much faster than you would in Titanfall 2. That is true.
So the other question I have is,
in either game.
I am also like so explain the battery thing to me.
The battery thing I actually didn't look into as much. I want to say that charges up your...
It's the only thing that gives you shields.
Is that what it is?
That's just all I'm getting out of it.
Okay, I didn't...
So that's another change that I don't like, is that it sounds like the Titans are way easier to kill this game.
Again, functionally, I didn't notice a difference.
Really?
I didn't really pick up on what the batteries meant, so I wasn't even searching for batteries, but I couldn't say I died quicker than I died in Titanfall 1 when I had a Titan. I mean, the Titans themselves are... They're not invincible. Like, they're...
No.
You're kind of OP if you have your Titan for too long anyways. It's meant to be like a thing that speeds stuff. Titan versus Titan is kind of a different story, but yeah, no, they were all...
I am fascinated because you seem to be very much in the camp of it feels like the same game with improvements, or with changes, I should say. I don't know if they're improvements to you or not. But there seems to be an entire camp of other people that are like they're feeling that the movement is clunkier and slower, that the drive towards kill streaks or kills in general is not as much fun as what Titanfall was. That the Titans, without their automatic shields, that like you get they get shredded by everything, and the grappling hook is actually a bigger problem with that now, because they're so easy to take down and they no longer kneel. So you getting out of your Titan to shoot the guy is almost useless. You can't do it anymore.
Well, okay. So I'll preface everything with the fact that I'm still not, even though I played Titanfall 1 to completion and loved it, I'm still not much of a multiplayer guy. So
right, sure.
I'm sure the thoughtful critics out there are drawing from a heavier back catalog than I am. Also, I think, and we talked about this a little bit, but Titanfall, the first game, like, came in hot and heavy, like, did great, everybody loved it, and then fell off like a freaking ton of bricks. You remember that?
Right. Well, because there was, they significantly limited the content. There was not a ton there. There was no single player campaign. You didn't have a ton of maps. Even, I mean, you had quite a few, but it was all. But it became very much a. It became just. This is what my memory is, that for a lot of people became very repetitive.
Why it fell off is just an argument for sure. The only reason I mention that is because I feel like what we have left are the people who stuck with it. They're the hardcores, the dudes, whatever. And then the people that did quit super quick, weren't in it for the long run, so I can see why on its face, like, you talk about changes like this, like, yeah, that stuff on the internet, you read this to me, you show me a post where this is all detailed out. Yeah, some of it doesn't look great. And I bet it looks even worse to people who gave up super quick. We're like, oh, well, now I like it even less. And the diehards who stuck around for the whole time and now have to see it change. So I don't know. It's kind of a lose-lose as far as that goes. But which is part of the reason also I wanted to get in there and play it, which is the other thing I mentioned to you. The guys at Respawn have earned the benefit of the doubt from me, hands down. Like, what they did, and again, we're coming even more down to taste probably, because I've loved Call of Duty 4, I love Modern Warfare 2, I love Titanfall 1. The guys at Respawn, these X-Infinity guys, and again, we're down one of the main dudes. I can never remember if it's not Zampella. That's the guy who's still there. Jason West, I think.
That's it. Zampella and West.
So I don't know. Maybe we're seeing some of that, but when I did get in there and when I did play, I don't know what these changes are. I didn't look up so much on the batteries, but it's still there. I will give you that they do seem to be going after the Call of Duty cake maybe a little bit more this year, because they do have I can't remember if they added this eventually to... Did Titanfall 1 have a pilots only mode? I know there was Pilot Hunter, but I feel like Titan still figured in somehow. Was that it?
No, Pilot Hunter was just pilots.
Okay, well, that's here again. I don't know. I played the game. I had fun. It didn't feel that much different. I don't know. Maybe if I dig into the changes and try. In fact, the things that were different, I thought were fun. The grappling hook is completely not what you would think. Like I expected more of a Batman grappling hook, and it's way more of a. It moves like the Lawbreakers character.
Yeah, and that's what I guess. And that's fine. Whatever. I'm not.
It takes more getting used to. I can absolutely see why somebody used to that game, used to any other game with a grappling hook, would try and use that thing and immediately be turned off. I get that. But again,
I can see how that can be like and I'm looking forward to still trying it. Like I'm not passing judgment yet. I'm just there were those things that come up. Yeah, those are things that if they're apparent to me and now that I'm looking for them, they're gonna be more so. But I need to see for myself just how how widespread that is.
But which is why I kind of like turn that stuff off at some point. Like I don't even.
No, sure. No, I wanted to ask you about it because I want to know how you felt about what you played. So I'm going to try and get some gameplay in this weekend because they're doing another.
It's coming back. Yeah.
They're doing another test, and I'm hoping to get a feeling because I really did love Titanfall, but if they took away some of those things that made Titanfall to me, then that's going to be a harder sell.
I got to tell you what though, like even if this multiplayer isn't as compelling as the first one, which was all the first one was, I'm automatically still way more into Titanfall 2 for the campaign. The quote unquote robust campaign offering that they're going to include.
See, that's one of those after I know what the multiplayer looks like, if the multiplayer doesn't sell me on it, I will definitely be a wait and see on that campaign. That's one that it will not be the multiplayer makes or breaks this one for me.
Yeah, I'm complete opposite.
But you also are. But this goes back to that whole Call of Duty thing that you're confident you're going to get that Infinity Ward-esque that multiplayer and or single player experience. And while I'm hopeful that's what it's going to be, I don't like those games enough to make it an immediate buy for me. Whereas the multiplayer only Titanfall, the way that played, I wanted to play that, So
yeah, I'm almost a 180 on. I mean, I liked Titanfall 1, loved Titanfall 1 almost in spite of its multiplayer nature, right? Like this, if they're gonna do what they've done with Call of Duties for Titanfall 2. I could very easily do with Titanfall 2 what I did with Call of Duties, which was play the single player and play 1 or 2 games on the multiplayer. That's it. Yeah. I mean, Infinity Ward made it easy because they didn't have any multiplayer achievements, but...
Which there will definitely be in this game.
Probably, yeah.
No, 100% there are.
That I've deleted them.
All right.
The new Titans are also really cool. Their new abilities. I made a point of playing every single new character and ability. I don't have a complaint about any one of those, really. Grappling hook included. So that one of them has a giant laser beam that shoots out of his chest. It's pretty great.
Is the grappling hook just for one character?
Yeah, they do the thing where your character is based on what ability you choose. If you choose the grappling hook, you're automatically you're a robot. I've seen them in the series before. I can't remember where. Oh, they're almost like a Spectre. That's what you look like. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind looking like Javier Bardem.
Wouldn't you though?
I would. Yeah,
in Spectre though. That might be
terrible hair.
Actually, yeah. What are your choices? Javier Bardem from Spectre, or Javier Bardem from No Country for Old Men? You decide. You have to be it for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I go Spectre because at least I get the nice clothes.
All right, that's correct.
Ding.
All right, the only other thing I played was Pokemon Go.
Me too.
I'm ready for another Lucky Egg adventure. I might actually do after we're done recording. Get outside a little bit. But I'm 19 and some change, I think.
Yeah, you are.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what is our Pokemon Go dead body news item of the week?
Oh, man, it's so good to have this back. I haven't had one for a while. So
I love a dead body news item of the week.
Love a dead body.
Pokemon
Go.
Dead body item of the week news. Yeah.
So there's this dude out there making videos. I guess he made one after, strangely enough, after all of these dead body news items started coming out of people falling off cliffs and stuff like this. He made a video about silly, it's a bunch of pratfalls and whatever, like him walking into poles and walls while he's playing Pokemon Go. Looks like he's doing it in front of some unsuspecting people that don't know a camera's rolling. But one of the things he does is get down on the subway tracks, walk around for a little bit. I
have heard that is not legal.
That is not legal. Certainly is not legal in Toronto.
Illegal.
Because they saw the video. It's still kind of funny to me that somebody can see a video. I guess that's photographic evidence and cite somebody because of that.
It's dubious at best.
So, anyways, it's Canada, man. It's like the wild freaking West up there.
It's the wild blue yonder.
You should see some of the things they do.
Tell me about them in detail.
The police wear like freaking surfboards on their heads. And there's no beaches anyways.
That's absolutely bananas in pajamas.
And all the beaches have
peaches. And all the peaches are for me.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, this dude got a $425 ticket.
Sometimes they come from a can.
So yeah, probably stay off the subway. Platform? No, the tracks.
Yep. Okay. Don't get on. Stay on the right side of the tracks.
Never been on a subway.
Stay on the right side of the tracks. It's called the platform.
Yeah. That's, you can always tell when you meet a kid who's from the wrong side of the tracks. Yeah. Because he's making videos on YouTube. He's getting arrested.
Yeah, he's getting citations.
He lives in Canada.
Have you ever been on a monorail?
The monorail, you say?
Monorail? I can't think of one single place he built a monorail. Which
Conan
is
O'Brien's first Simpsons episode,
and one of the best.
Oh, that's it. That's all. Let's ride this news item into the wave. Trailer wave. TrailerTown. 2016. Gamescom.
Gamescom happened, and they're just trailers up the yang. So we're not gonna get too deep into many of these, I don't think.
No, we let's see how good we can not just talk about what we watched and keep it substantive.
Okay. The Dishonored 2 Emily, the Emily trailer. Did you watch that?
I did. It showcases Emily Caldwell's combat skills. And
her combat skills are that of which combatants should be fearful.
This is going great so far.
That looks good. I'm excited for Dishonored
fantastic.
2. I can't wait to play it.
How much have you looked at Dishonored 2? Because this is honestly the closest I've looked at it since it was announced.
So I loved Dishonored 1, and I actually am I've been kind of staying away from. This is the first thing I've actually really watched. So similar to you.
Looks fantastic. I mean, I didn't play Dishonored 1, and I haven't taken a real close look. I love any artwork from this universe. I'm automatically in love with it. This looks really good.
It does. It looks fantastic. It is pregnant with beauty. The Prey gameplay trailer. Now, I gotta tell you, interesting gameplay trailer, but I'm still just not. I don't know.
I'm not. I don't know either.
It's just not grabbing me. It's not grabbing me. It's not thrusting me into a frenzy needing this game.
I think it's still trying to create an identity for itself, which again, the freaking Prey name isn't really helping. It looks great and it's very intriguing, but it's kind of like still like what? Still what?
The whole weird goo spider things. I don't whatever.
I was into that. I was into the gun where you freeze them, the glue gun, or they.
Yeah, it looks fine. I just don't. It's just not like.
You become a cup, Matthew.
I'm wearing a cup. Speaking of the cup,
he becomes a cup.
He does.
He turns into a cup.
I know, Cup Simulator. You're a big fan,
right? Shout out,
Cuphead, coming at you.
Oh.
Cuphead Simulator.
You know what? I can't play this until I play Cuphead. Which cup game is the best?
Yep. And never play the one that you play on the streets, because you will lose every time. Did you watch any of the South Park Fractured But Whole gameplay?
I did. Or wait, the trailer.
Yes.
Gameplay trailer.
Yes, the gameplay trailer.
All right, yeah. I fine. I'm kind of more interested in the other thing.
Stick of Truth?
No.
The smell-o-vision peripheral?
The Nauseolus Rift.
Nauseolus Rift. That has it because the game is fart heavy. It's check and check. Yeah, it uses farts as a lot of as weaponry repeatedly. So the Nauseolus Rift is a ridiculous looking thing that they brought to Gamescom that you put over your face, and it certainly had some smells to it. They use some essential oils of the expressed anal gland.
Well, so no, they yeah. That sounds horrible. No, they didn't. They went, and this is part of what, because the whole idea is very South Park. Yeah, that's funny. How you smelling farts? That's cool. That's the video you need to watch is where apparently they went to this girl known for her perfumes, like French perfume specialist Isabelle Ferrand. And there's a video. There's a couple of videos. Some of them are Ubisoft guys, like really, kind of hamming them up.
Hamming it up.
But the girl seems very serious. Like she's like we went through all these different smells so we could create this thing. She mentioned specifically cabbage, onions, and chorizo. Oh. Did you watch this video? Not so much a trailer, but
I did not see that.
It's really good. The whole thing's in French. You got subtitles, but yeah, she's got a smirk on her face sometimes, but for the most part, you can tell that this is still her job, no matter what. And
I don't want it.
She created for the Nauseolus Rift, fart number 3.
It's pleasant.
Also,
that's guaranteed going on her resume.
Well, also why this is interesting, because it's guaranteed going to be at PAX West.
It is.
This thing is not going into retail release. It's only going to be at conventions.
And I can't wait to try it.
Are you going to try it?
Maybe. It is something that I will definitely want to try. It truly depends. That's going to be a Lime thing, because that is not going to be at the top of my list.
Yeah, that's a funny idea, but to wait in line for it, that's a good point.
Now,
I'll tell you what.
Okay.
I guarantee, line or no, you're going to smell some farts. PAX 2016.
Oh, that's definitely true. It's going to be bad. BioShock The Collection comparison trailer. Did you watch that?
Yes, I did.
I'm duly impressed and cannot wait to revisit Rapture.
The new one looks good. Better.
You think so?
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
If that was their aim with the comparison trailer, nailed it.
It was.
I don't know if when they put that together, they noticed that whenever they went to the newer one, it looked better, but seeing that...
It out. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I hope that the version we get is the better looking one. I am looking forward to going back to Rapture and revisiting Andrew Ryan and Seamus McGillicuddy.
I didn't understand if you were looking forward to revisiting Andrew Ryan, and you were just addressing me, or if you're looking forward to visiting Andrew.
I'm sorry. Next time I talk about Andrew, Ryan, I will express the
anal gland.
Data. Ghost Recon Wildlands. The character and weapon customization trailer. Okay. It's fine. It shows you can put on a bunch of
tagline for Ghost Recon Wildlands. Okay.
It was you know what you could do? You know what this trailer was? This trailer was, hey, we've got 40 different barrels for 87 different guns with 34 different scopes, and you can have red hair. Camo.
I've never been into weapon customization that much. I get that that's the thing. A lot of people really like that. That's cool.
I have no problem with weapon skins because that's a no-brainer if it's something that pops up. But like even those, I just don't care about them.
Yeah, that's so that was the other thing that kind of occurred to me during this trailer. This is I don't mean this in a derogatory sense at all.
Yes, you do.
It's the more I see it, the more it's like Red State the game, basically. Like these dudes all look like. Tell me, it's like these dudes all look like hunters. Like, again, I'm not saying this in a negative sense, but I can. This might not be why it's checking any boxes on my end because I kind of don't.
Because you are not a gun enthusiast.
I am not so much. Yes. Nothing against them. No, well, I love being shot.
You should. That's
I'm an American.
Way. You have a Second Amendment right to die from a gun bullet or be shot by a gun bullet.
Yeah, right?
Anything gun bullet to you is that's your right.
Mm-hmm.
You have a right to stop a gun bullet with your hand, with your teeth.
It's a very pretty game.
It's fine. I don't know. I'm still after that the actual gameplay trailer that they dropped, weeks ago that showed the infiltration into or I guess it was the E3 gameplay trailer where they show the infiltration into the village to get the guy.
All that fake dialogue in it. It was you're down the stairs. Got him.
Yeah, all the I still don't know what I'm looking at as a game. Is this Metal Gear but multiplayer? Is that what that is? Is this like that game Mercenaries? What is it? What am I playing?
I think if I had my prediction
6 in Ghost Recon.
Is it ends up just kind of being another Ghost Recon game in a different setting?
I feel like this is just going to be a by-the-numbers thing that's going to just kind of fall apart and be like,
I don't know if it'll fall apart. Like, I feel like it still could end up being good in that way, because there hasn't been a Ghost Recon like that since, Future Soldier or something?
Was it? I feel like this is not even close to what Future Soldier was.
I guess that's what I'm saying. I feel like when all is said and done, that's kind of going to be... Future Soldier was maybe the more of a departure than from other Ghost Recon games. Was it a Ghost Recon game? It was, right. Ghost Recon, Future Soldier. Yeah.
That was the first Ghost Recon game I ever played.
Future Soldier? Really? You never played GRA? Advanced Warfare?
Was that the one that was on... I played the one that was the first one that came out on the 360.
Yeah, that was Advanced Warfare.
Okay, so I played that one.
And there was Advanced Warfare 2, and then I want to say Future Soldier was the next. Hey, we're not the audience for this.
But ask yourself this. Are you the audience for Metal Gear Survive?
I don't think so.
Me neither. Definitely not.
This is the Konami's first Kojima-less Metal Gear.
Kojima free. 100% less Kojima.
I think
it's a multiplayer Metal Gear game.
Like, I think that it's very apparent that Kojima isn't on this thing. It seems
you can see it from a mile away.
Really? Right? Yeah.
This looks like a game that you're going to. This game could probably be the best game in the world, but you're still going to have a huge swath of people. It's the second use of swath today, by the way. A huge swath of people.
Third. Oh, there it was.
That will absolutely refuse to play this game because of the way Konami treated Kojima.
And I like, even for that external reason, I would be fine with. But I think the game itself, like the way it shows right here, just doesn't show like it has any of the DNA from that series.
No, it really looks like. This definitely looks like it's something that came from somebody else's, mind, and they went, "Hey, what if we throw it in the Metal Gear world?" Okay.
I'm kind of surprised they followed up Metal Gear Solid 5 so quickly with another console. But I guess this is I guess that's the other thing about this is that it's not a $60 entry. They've come out and said that so far too.
Yes, I'm guessing it's going to be a $40.
Something like that, yeah.
Here's a game that we saw at PAX last year in the Periphery, and both of us, and I said this multiple times, I don't know who is into this game, where this game came from, or who it was made for. For Honor, the Factions trailer. Did you check that out?
Yeah, it doesn't really add much to.
I will say this for the game. I am still not sure who it's for. I don't know who's asking for this kind of game.
Well,
but I am honestly, I'm intrigued by this game.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. I don't think we're in this crowd, is maybe why we don't know so much who it's for. It's made by a German developer that made the Settlers. Did you ever play that?
No.
Okay. See?
The letter or the water body?
I don't know.
Oh, so most of my excitement is coming from the fact that most of my excitement is coming from the fact that Eric Pope went to Ubisoft, and he's one of the guys that's working on this game.
Oh, is he? All right. Yeah.
And so and Pope is he's one of those guys that you kind of he's a little infectious with his excitement.
He's also very honest and genuine.
Yes. And I really like the guy, so I'm a little more intrigued because of him. So I'll check it out, see what's up. I really liked the trailer. It showed off the samurai, the knights, and the Vikings.
The trailer itself doesn't add much to what is already out there. It's just kind of
And then they did talk about the different modes and a collector's edition. I don't. What were the modes? Do you have?
I've capture the flag. Uncapture the flag. You put it back.
Yep. Return the flag.
Take the flag out to dinner.
Yep.
It's kind of a, I don't know what the modes are.
There's multiple modes, I'm sure. I didn't actually see any
Dominion
of that.
is a 4x4 objective based mode. Brawl is a 2v2. Each team player needs to kill the 2 enemy heroes. Duels 1v1 puts 2 heroes face to face. Skirmish is a 4x4 team deathmatch like mode. Elimination in this 4x4 mode. The last surviving player on the battlefield wins the round for their team.
And there will be a collector's edition that probably costs $1,000. Don't buy it.
Man, but it has these things that'll... as far as collector's editions that come with things you're going to throw away in a little bit, this comes with some pretty cool looking things you're going to throw away in a little bit.
I do like throwing garbage out.
Little helmets from the...
Oh, I might keep the helmets.
I mean, they don't look like
collector's edition now.
I don't know if they'll fit your head. I mean, I would try to put them on your head.
As long as they can fit like a mouse, I'm fine.
Or maybe... Oh, you know what? I'm smart.
Yeah, I just want to dress my Rodentia up in video game stuff.
Not even your pet Rodentia, just the ones that live in your house.
I wish to dress my Rodentia in video game apparel.
Sorry. I hear your cry.
So what about... now, here's the thing about For Honor. I think they've mentioned that they're doing... there's going to be a single-player campaign, but it's really definitely more of a multiplayer-focused game. Watch Dogs 2 has a multiplayer focus too. And how did you feel about that trailer?
That trailer, actually, I feel like it looks like they're doing a lot of the stuff that we wanted from the first one.
Right? I can honestly say that my stupid, dumb brain wants to be excited for the failure that is Watch Dogs 2.
So they showed the co-op, they showed Invasions, which were from the first game, and Bounty. The way they say it, and this is why I say it sounds like something that we were looking for before, is that you're always online. So you're can be, I guess, constantly running into people that are just, it's I don't know if you call that matchmaking, but it's blending games and people together. The invasion mode, which was in the last game, was the one where then if somebody's trying to hack you, you have to find them. This is where I feel like that mode didn't work for me last time, is that it told you too soon or in some way when the person was hacking you. So it was kind of, there was no surreptitious nature to it almost. It was just like eventually they're going to tell the other person that you're there, and that's it. Like I feel like there wasn't a way to get in and get out without them ever knowing, you know?
Right. No, and there wasn't.
Okay.
Because I think the ultimate idea was that it was supposed to be less about you getting in and out without being noticed and more about the cat and mouse game.
Okay. But this one looks like they're maybe fixing that a little bit.
Could be. Which I think it would be cool. I mean, I think you should be able to find out. I think you should be able to know and find out that somebody's hacking you, but you should have to be actively looking for it because you know, you're still a human. Yeah, maybe your phone buzzes or something, maybe, but you would in real life, if you're getting hacked, you don't, you know, unless you're looking for it, you don't necessarily know that. So figure out a way to have a minor notification, but give the hacker
something,
at least,
right? Yeah, but not that pretty much just ends it.
Not immediately as soon as somebody gets into your game and clicks the button to hack, you're alerted.
Yeah, not something that's like the game has started. Yeah, I want like
right.
Yeah, all right.
I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful.
I'm hopeful too.
All right, thank you. Good, hopeful. How did hopeful? What did you think of the ukulele trailer, hopeful?
Good.
No, but ukulele. Yeah, I didn't watch this trailer because that game is not doing anything for me.
It's doing the same thing it does. It looks great. I feel like anybody who's into it is gonna love it. I don't know if that I'm that person yet still.
There. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard Lantern gameplay trailer. Now this was the thing that got shown at E3, I think, that was making people really sick. Oh,
really? This wasn't
in VR.
Because there was an E3 trailer as well.
Yeah, and I think this is related to that.
Okay.
Because it looked like very VR to me. Like I mean, this looked like very much so the thing that would make people sick.
Yes, for more reasons than one. It's you know what it reminded me of actually. It reminded me of The Visit. You kind of like you hiding from grandma while she walks around the house.
It was very much so a you are hiding from crazy naked grandma. She's not naked.
She's not yet.
Guess what the game is. That's what the lantern is for.
I don't know.
It looks terrifying. You know, that's one of those things that I do hope comes to the Vive, because I will pick that up. Toot de suite.
I still like that they are seemingly going back to the roots of Resident Evil. You know, that this isn't a third-person action game at all. It's from what they're showing so far.
Right.
And that's
it looks like they're actually going for scares instead of cheesy nemesis.
Right.
The Recore.
Yeah.
It looks cool.
It's a $40 game. I'm guessing that means it's short.
Yeah.
The gameplay looks totally cool. Like none of it looks like it's breaking new ground, but it looks solid enough that I might be down for like, you know, a 8-hour one of these things.
Sure. And this is one where I look at it and I think I'm kind of in the same boat. To me, this is one that, you know, I'll probably wait to see how it comes out. And you know, if it goes on sale, yeah, I'm going to pick it up.
Looks cool.
Yeah. Injustice 2. Now, this is, I am keen to this game, but they are treading dangerous water with me.
Oh, really?
If they're sticking with the canon from the first game, could be an issue for this little guy, because Billy Batson gets killed in the first game. Shazam is murdered. So if Shazam's not actually in the game, my interest is significantly zero.
Was Shazam a playable character in the first game?
He sure was.
Okay.
He was the driving factor for me buying the game, in fact.
And we all know you're not going to get this game unless he's in it. Or Shazam's in it.
I've stated that repeatedly, and I'm standing by that. They showed off the Harley and Deadshot trailer. Deadshot was clearly the the secondary character here. Good trailer for him. Sure. Harley was the star.
Love me some character trailers.
Not a surprise. Game looks great.
They got, I don't know if we knew this already, but it sounds like they got Kevin Conroy for Batman's in there. Tara Strong doing... It's Tara Strong,
Harley.
right?
Tara Strong.
Okay, I don't know why that sounds weird to me. She's definitely doing Harley's voice again.
She's not Tara weak.
No. None of us are together.
How about Sniper Ghost Warrior 3?
Yeah, I put this in your... You have Sniper Ghost Warrior experience.
I don't.
Oh, is this not the same series?
It is not.
From... Oh, really? Is it completely different?
It is totally different.
Cool.
Sniper Elite is the series I have familiarity with.
This is not... This isn't like an offshoot. This is not... It's not in the same universe.
It could be, but I've never played them. Any of the Sniper Ghost Warrior games.
Sniper Ghost Warrior is its own thing.
I believe it is.
And it's not Sniper Elite.
It is not.
All right. Glad I put this in here. Tell you what, though.
Yes.
The video is like 18 minutes long, so I'm not going to watch the whole thing.
It is super long. I flipped through it very briskly.
So did I. This is what I found out. Number one, the first guy, the voice comes on. He's like, "Hi, I'm Tomasz Brewski." And I said, "Yeah, Yar." And that was like, I was glad I watched the video right then. Because his name's Tomasz Brewski.
Yeah.
Right?
Of course you can take the Brewskis.
And then, callback. And then he starts, like when the character does some grunting because he's climbing. So then I skip ahead. More grunting from climbing.
Sure. Got to get that grunt on.
I think I might do a grunt supercut of that video. Just
maximum grunt.
Only the grunts.
Only the grunts is that's my Billy Joel cover band.
Oh. You know what else happened at Gamescom?
Tell me more, because I think we've wrapped up the that's the trailer section.
That's the trailer section.
So now we've just got a few more things, and then we'll let you all go.
Some of these seem interesting. Microsoft, and this is from Engadget Dude, your friend and mine, Aaron Soporis, talking to Aaron Greenborg. He's
he will not be
cybernetic individual.
Denied his Picardian love.
Microsoft's head of Xbox games marketing talked about consoles, the Scorpio and the
Hank Scorpio.
Yeah, says, "I think it is for us, quite possibly." This is not a quote anymore. Paraphrasing, the last console generation.
Yeah. And I mean, this goes back to, like, we kind of, Spencer touched on this a little bit with the Scorpio thing, and we actually talked about it too and brought up the fact that if consoles are going to become more modular, we're not going to have generations like this anymore. It'll be, you'll see upgrades for your consoles as opposed to generational total consoles.
Right.
And I think it's a little, maybe for Microsoft. But if they are going to do this modular thing, I could imagine there being maybe a Microsoft branded version of the Xbox continuing on. Maybe not. Maybe you have somebody like Alienware build those boxes like they do for Steam, the Steam boxes. But it could be a big deal. And actually, something that comes up with this, and we were going to touch on it later, but it dovetails too well, is... Sony did finally announce that PS Plus, or PS Now, PlayStation Now, is going to PC.
Correct.
That's another push away from that console hardware. So maybe we are seeing the first steps away.
Yeah, I guess the only way this rubs me wrong is when the people who have been saying consoles are dead or going to die for years now feel vindicated in some way, because that's not what he's saying really at all. There's 40 million PS4s out there. There's 22 million Xbox Ones out there. Whether or not the numbers work out, obviously, since Microsoft's talking about a new approach, maybe not. But the console itself isn't going to die. The console as you know it, I guess, sure. If you want to define it like that, yeah. But I don't think that your dreams and or nightmares are coming true here.
No, look, those are the people who tend to be the PC heavy. So consoles don't matter to them anyways.
Politically correct?
Yes.
Okay. Trump 2016.
Capybara Games. Love Capybara Games.
They're cool.
Big fan.
They make cool games.
Yeah, They make cool games, and you know what Capybara Games does? They're like, hey, this game is cool, but could it be cooler? And then, like, the other guy from Capybara is like, probably could be. And then this chick is like, I have an idea. Why don't we, like, delay the game and work on it some more? And the guy's like, yeah, that's a good idea. And then this other woman's like, yeah, that's a really good idea. And then all four of them are like, all right, let's delay this game. So Below has been delayed. Yeah, I'm just reading it. So Below has been delayed indefinitely, and I'm thrilled because I want Capybara Games to always succeed and do well.
Man, we love game delays, but boy, did they knock it out of the park here.
Yeah, by indefinitely delaying a game that I'm excited for, right? I'm indefinitely excited now.
It's indefinitely better than you ever could have imagined. We don't even. That's so like them saying, "I don't know how much better this game is going to be when it comes out." It's hard to tell.
I can't tell.
So we need to delay it for an appropriate amount of time that we don't know.
We just don't know. We got to figure it out. We're going to work on it, and then we'll get back to you.
Yeah, they'll tell us when they know.
They will.
You know who else will tell us when they know?
Tell me who those people are, what they know, and when they'll know it.
EA released a bunch of new information on the new Star Wars Battlefront DLC, Death Star.
Now is the time when I need that season pass to go on sale.
It's pretty cool, right?
This one sounds like this is the one they figured out how to pull me back in.
So the new mode is called Battle Station. It's 3 phases, one space battle over the Death Star, as you can imagine. It sounds actually a lot like a space battle version of Walker Assault. Thank you. Sorry, it's been a while since I played that game.
Sure.
Because it says you're basically getting the defenses down until you can send in your Y-wings, literally. And then you all focus in on a spot, which is pretty much Walker Assault. Anyways, that's phase 1. Phase 2, you go inside the Death Star, and so you're fighting on foot. And then phase 3...
and then phase 2, by the way, phase 2 is where they introduce Chewbacca and Bosk.
The heroes, yeah. Actually, there's heroes in phase 3 as well.
Yes.
Are there heroes in phase 1?
I didn't see any heroes in phase 1, but phase 2 is Chewbacca and Bosk. Phase 3 is Luke and Vader in their respective Death Star trench run vehicles.
Right. This sounds rad.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. The Death Star trench run is the 3rd phase, and that's just... It's cool. Want to do it.
What's next?
And then finally, last piece of news before we get to the lightning round. I'm just excited for this. Allison Road is making its comeback. The original dev team broke up. It just wasn't working out. They had all sorts of issues. The lead designer for the game and his wife have decided to pick it back up on their own. They are the only two working on it, and they are pushing forward with the game after a successful crowdfunding campaign. So I hope we get this game.
This is the one that's kind of a PT spiritual
It was a spiritual successor,
thing,
yeah. Yeah.
All right.
And I still have PT downloaded, and I just so good.
You played it, yeah. Okay, right. Good.
Yeah. And now, lightning round.
All right. Are you ready, sir?
Oh, it's my turn this week. All
right.
Oh
yeah, it's your turn. The questions are harder this week.
I can't wait to... I'm not...
I have faith in you. Dark Souls 3 DLC Ashes of Ariandel out October 25th.
Don't get ash on your areola.
Star Trek Bridge Crew out November 29th.
I have always wanted to crash the Enterprise into a Romulan space station.
Dead Rising 4 developers promise to you and to me the game will still be stupid.
I can't believe they would promise anything other than that. Good for you, Dead Rising 4 developers.
What looks like an Assassin's Creed Ezio collection has been rated for the PS4 and Xbox One.
And it has been rated X because the entire game is boners.
Okay. The Tekken 7 has announced that Lee Chaolan and Young Kazuya will be coming to the game.
also announced, what the hell did you just say?
Intel introduces a wireless, controllerless VR headset.
It's real easy to...
The price of PlayStation Plus will go up to $60 a year.
Canceled.
They have announced that I will be buying The Witness on Xbox One on September 13th.
You can get a Witness.
Good. Always end on a strong one.
That was my weakest lightning round since we restarted doing it.
Was it? There's no way to tell.
I think there's going to be a lot of ants.
It doesn't get scored until editing.
And the scoring is about as logical as that scoring, which you'd find in Whose Line Is It Anyway?
If you want, I can pull like snippets from completely different parts of the episodes and put them in as your answers.
That could be good. Only if we should start doing the lightning round. Like you need to put on especially now in Memoriam, you need to do a McLaughlin group style round table. Like you got to fire those off and give me a weird nickname every single time.
Why is it in Memoriam?
Because he died.
Oh, I see.
John McLaughlin just died.
Did he? I did not know that.
Like last week.
Oh,
yeah.
What did you do?
I cried.
2016, man. Who's not gonna die? Am I right?
I'm dead.
Hey, I tell you, check out these games that are coming out. You ready? August 30th. It's all happening on August 30th. All of these games. God Eater Resurrection. What do you think?
I'm hungry.
All right. Since you liked it so much, what about the sequel on the same day? God Eater 2 coming out.
I love that these guys were like, hey, we made such a good game. Let's make the sequel and just release them together.
Right? Effective. Who needs to delay their games anymore? Just release them all.
Here's the first season of the game, all of it.
The Witcher 3 Complete Edition is out on that day, as well as World of Warcraft's latest expansion, Legion.
Yes. And The Witcher 3. Now, that seems like the edition to go purchase because Gwent.
All right. No, that's... Can I get a ding?
Ding.
So if it's 1 week from now, what do we have look forward to? You talking games, you.
There will be No Man's Sky.
Okay.
There will be Overwatch.
Okay.
There will be more Vive stuff. Oh, and probably more Deus Ex Go.
Okay.
What about you?
Mankind Divided?
No.
Me neither.
Deus Ex Go.
Because I need to finish Wolfenstein. And then maybe Mankind Divided.
I will be looking forward to your thoughts on that game if you do get it.
I don't know, man. Like, and I liked the first one. I liked it a lot, but it had some really good atmospheric hooks to it. I don't know. Like it made a world. Like the whole design was really, I don't know. It's hard to put my finger on.
I like how you say that, like, but the way you said that was like, man, I really like this game. It's too bad I'll never get it.
No, the first one, but the second one, I really like too. It's good. It's brand new. It's coming out yesterday.
I just want you to play Mankind Divided so that you can ship it to me.
Okay.
And then also, we're still doing Instagrams. I did not do a Friday video last week, but you did a Monday video on Monday. So go watch that twice and pretend it's my Friday video.
Ah. Now I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened? Just busy Friday?
There was situations. Could not be
those.
Yeah. There should be one up this Friday.
A situation or a video?
No. There will be no stream this week because Ryan has decided, hey, instead of just hanging out and playing video games, I'm gonna go to the hottest place in hell. I'm gonna go to Arizona.
Phoenix, Arizona. I got the number one company I do most of my work for, my video work. It has like the worst track record of giving me notice, basically. It's the day before is when I usually hear about these. So since it's Phoenix, they figured they'd at least wait a week. So a week ago, no, like 4 days ago maybe, they were like, hey, what if you go to Phoenix next week? I said, yeah, what if I go to Phoenix next week? Should I buy some tickets? And they're like, I don't know, let me check. So I bought some tickets. I'm going to Phoenix, Arizona tomorrow. I don't know. I might bring my Xbox. I wouldn't plan on it. I'm only going to be gone for a day. That's the beauty of it. They're flying me to Phoenix, Arizona, Glendale actually, so I have to rent a car too, to film for 2 hours.
Yeah, but flying into Phoenix and getting to Glendale, it's like...
It's close. Yeah, I was looking at a map. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But yeah, 2 hours worth of work. And then I'm making it 3 days too. Flying in the day before, film the next day, stay until the next day.
That's right. That's what you got to do. You can go to the Jobing Center and watch the Phoenix Coyotes pretend to do something.
Nice. Sports.
Hey, here's a fun fact. Half the reason you don't find out about your video shoots until like the day before is because half of those things get canceled within a week of them having to go. And then the other thing is that they get canceled because the managers that are supposed to be there talking, suddenly they got a busy schedule.
You sound like
not
you're
even
speaking
kidding.
From experience.
Yep.
Now,
but not from your side, from a different side. But
now I know what the situations were.
Do you know what else the situation is?
Nope.
It's go time.